Some wounds don't bleed. She didn't scream when she fell. No piercing cry, no panicked yelp, just silence. Her small body crumpled onto the living room floor, and when I turned, she was already looking up at me. Eyes wide, lips parted, stunned and soundless. Her left arm was twisted, bent in a way no child's arm should bend. I remember every detail. The hush of the room, the muted hum of the television, the way the afternoon light slanted across the carpet. That moment is seared into me because it was the last time my life made sense. The last time I believed I truly knew the people I loved. They rushed Ava to the ER. The nurse called it routine, a clean fracture. "We'll set it, prep for a cast," she said, like it was just another Thursday. I sat beside the gurney gripping Ava's uninjured hand, whispering that everything would be okay, that Daddy was right here and she was so brave. Then the doctor came in. He wasn't young, not green. Probably in his 50s, with a calm voice and tired eyes. He glanced at the X-ray monitor, and his mouth moved like he was about to speak, but nothing came out. He just stared. Then, with the slightest twitch at the corner of his mouth, something changed. He exhaled, slow and deliberate, and beckoned for a colleague. "There's something inside her," he said softly, still facing the screen. "It shouldn't be there. It's impossible." I didn't understand, until he turned the screen. Buried deep in Ava's upper humerus was a metal rod. Precise. Surgical. Not from the break. This had been there a long time, at least a year, he explained. Clean implant. But Ava had never had surgery. She was only 5. I felt my wife, Hannah, stiffen beside me. Her hand in mine turned cold. I didn't even look at her yet. I just heard her breath catch, soft and sharp, like something snapping inside. That was the moment I knew. 6 years of marriage. I thought we were solid, not fiery, not romantic anymore, but reliable. We built a life. Laughed when we could, fought when we had to. I worked late, saved for the future. She stayed home with Ava. That was the deal. I missed some things, her first steps maybe, but I always came home. Or so I thought. The first crack came 2 months earlier. Ava had been coloring at the kitchen table. She mentioned Uncle Matt. Froze. "Who's Matt?" asked. I shrugged. "Mommy's friend. He walks with us sometimes." I confronted Hannah that night. She barely flinched. Said Matt was a neighbor. "He jogs the same trail," she smiled, too casually. "We chat." That's it. I let it go. I wanted to believe her. But I started paying attention. The locked phone. The therapy sessions she didn't talk about. Walks at odd hours. Deleted text. I told myself she needed space. That motherhood was hard. That I had to trust her. But that X-ray wasn't infidelity. It was betrayal on a level I hadn't imagined. That implant, sleek, high-end biotech-level hardware, was not for fixing bones. The surgeon said it had no medical function. Just a tag. Tracker. Hannah broke when we got home. Ava was asleep, doped on painkillers, her arm in a bright pink cast. I held her as gently as I could, her breath soft against my chest. And I asked my wife a simple question. "What did you let them do to her?" First she sobbed. Apologized. Called it a mistake. Said she was scared, alone, that I was traveling for work when Ava spiked a fever in the middle of the night. She didn't call me, she called Matt. He took them to a private clinic. His friend ran it. No paperwork. No questions. No consent. She let them help. Too overwhelmed to think clearly. They ran tests, gave vague assurances. Then they implanted the device, without telling her exactly what it was. But I knew. I knew because I recognized the name. Matt Connor. He wasn't just a jogging neighbor. He was head of research and development at a biotech startup. They'd been pitching experimental child safety implants for a year. Internal nano-trackers. Just in case your kid got lost or kidnapped, they said. Revolutionary tech, they claimed. Only there was one catch in their grant agreement. No live trials. No human subjects during phase 1. No exceptions. No test implants, not legally anyway. Violating that clause meant losing funding. And possibly criminal charges. They'd used Ava as a human guinea pig. And Hannah had let them. I didn't confront Matt. I didn't storm into their office or shout in the street. I told Hannah I needed time. That I wouldn't report anything yet. That we should act as a family, for Ava's sake. But I planned. Over the next 3 weeks, I pulled every patent filing and financial document I could find. Cross-referenced contracts. Tracked their funding sources. Found exactly what I needed. A clause buried deep in a federal grant, explicitly banning live child trials. Then I got to work. I filed an anonymous ethics complaint. Sent every document, X-ray and timestamp I had. Quiet. Strategic. While they scrambled, I hit the investors. Through proxies, I leaked whispers of legal risk. Child experimentation, I said once. That was all it took. Funding dried up in 4 days. But I wasn't done. I printed the X-ray. Paired it with a copy of Ava's birth certificate. Slipped them into a manila envelope with a typed note. She was never yours to test. I left it on Matt's desk. The company collapsed within the week. The federal probe made headlines. Matt cracked first, tried to shift the blame to Hannah, claimed she forged my consent, said she offered our daughter up willingly. By then I'd already filed for divorce. Quietly, strategically. When the court asked why I hadn't come forward sooner, I handed them a fabricated medical report, one that discovered the implant only after the fall. My concern documented. My innocence secured. Hannah lost custody. She lost everything. Now Ava sleeps safely upstairs. The implant was removed 6 months ago. We keep it sealed in a sterile evidence bag, locked in a fireproof box. A reminder of just how far a betrayal can reach. And how far I'm willing to go to end it. People ask me why I'm distant. Why I don't date. Why I keep to myself. Just smile. Because they'll never understand what it's like to hold your daughter's broken arm while a doctor shows you the violation inside her. To watch your wife's face go pale. Not from fear, but from exposure. Not grief, but guilt. She thought I was too soft. Too passive. Too blind. She was wrong. I didn't scream. I didn't explode. I waited. I watched. And when it mattered most. Asterisk asterisk I struck. Asterisk asterisk. Now my daughter is safe. And those who betrayed her are learning. Some wounds don't bleed. They burn. Asterisk asterisk. Quietly. Forever. Asterisk asterisk.